Michael, the overall performance, obviously, offensively, you guys were great. Then the third quarter, your defense started to buckle down. What was it that you saw in that third quarter to get separation from them further away?
Well, yeah, I think the three-point line, first half to second half, was a huge difference. I think in the first half, they were 9 for 22. Luka was 6 for 9. Second half, they were down to 4 of 16 from three, and Luka didn't make a three in the second half. And that was a big topic of discussion at halftime. He was getting to a step back left. We were giving him too much separation. And against that team, they lead the league in attempts and makes, so we have to take that shot away. So I think that was a big part of it, Matt, just kind of buckling down. And I challenged him. I said, yeah, we scored 40 points in the second quarter. Great. Well, that's what they want. They want to get into an outscoring match. So we scored 40, they scored 39. And so I think our guys got the message, and we got defense into the game. But to your point, 32 fast break points is a great number, 60 in the paint, 29 assists. There were a lot of good performances, and I thought our bench was really good tonight. I mean, I was proud of them because when you go in the game and you're playing with the lead, the players have a tendency to say, I'm going to get mine now. And that group played the right way, building good habits. And I thought that entire group, from Reggie to CB to Julian to Peyton to Zeke, those guys were outstanding.
Confidence of those guys in particular seems to be growing over the last month or so. Strother and Peyton in particular, what have you seen in the confidence specifically from them?
Yeah, I mean, I think, from all the opportunities that they're getting, and obviously there were some early season struggles, which is to be expected. They're young players. Julian's a true rookie, and Peyton really is still a rookie because he barely played last year. But I see aggression, I see confidence, I see guys that are making the right play, competing on defense, and that's what you want from those guys. And the reason that we're finding some consistency is, Jamal is back, Reggie can run that second unit, and you got to give Zeke Naji a ton of credit. I thought Zeke was great tonight. Just a wonderful person, and he stays ready. Doesn't pout when DJ's playing, stays ready, and we knew they were going to play more small off the bench tonight with all their bigs out, and I wanted to throw Zeke out there, and I thought he did a great job of staying ready and performing at a high level.
Coach, when you put up 130 points and you only have 8 turnovers, there's a bunch of different reasons why you get to that place. 8 guys, all of the rotation players between 8 and 22 points. Is that emblematic of just the way that this team plays, sharing the basketball? Those one thing you could identify there?
Yeah, that's who we are. I mean, that's who we are. We average close to 30 assists per game, and it's been, our identity for a long time now. We have guys that were on the floor. Unlike some teams, we don't just play with our teammates, we play for that guy. And I thought you had countless examples of a guy passing up maybe a good shot to get his teammate a great shot. And I know that's cliche in this business, good to great, but it's something that we do try to live by. And, when you have a guy in Nikola who took 8 shots tonight and doesn't have a care in the world, they were doubling him in the post. They were doubling him in the pocket. So he's not going to fight the game. He's going to make the right play. And, I think that's contagious with everybody else. Aaron had 5. Off the bench, you had multiple guys with more than 2 assists. And I think it's the right way to play. I love our style of basketball. Everybody's involved, and, they feel a part of it.
Aaron's had a slow start shooting out for you. Just to see, I guess, him relieved a little bit to see 2 go down. Is that, you think, gives him more confidence overall in his game and just putting a good spot forward?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Aaron's been playing at a high level as of late. And what I love about AG's play as of late is that he's been aggressive. He's been assertive. He's been playing downhill. He's been rim running in transition, sitting down for early post-ups. He got a couple tonight. And he's at his best when he's attacking the basket. And when he can mix that in with knocking down his free throws and making open threes, now you're getting the Aaron Gordon that we saw last year in the playoffs. So he's such an important piece to our team. And 21, 5, and 5, and a very efficient night for Aaron in 25 minutes is a hell of a performance by him.
Michael, I think Jamal scored 10 of your first 12 points to start the third quarter. Not one of those massive stretches that we've seen him kind of take over, but how good was it just to see him points of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's he's another guy that's an important piece, Vinny, as we all know, and He's got great confidence, even when you look at maybe, his stats may say otherwise, but he's still finding his rhythm coming back from the injury and missing time. But when he's getting downhill and him and Nikola playing that patented two-man game, something good is going to happen. And they draw so much attention, that creates open opportunities for Michael, KCP, and Aaron. So, yeah, I love it when Jamal comes out with an aggressive attack mindset.
From where the bench was, like, let's say, like a month ago, I think they had 10 points in the final in-season tournament games, and now they've been over 35 points for the last 5 games. Where have you seen the development? Like, where's that growth most?
I mean, I know that, the confidence thing, I've always talked about that, but I think that's real. But the productivity from the confidence, I mean, those guys are putting numbers up, to your point. I'm running, like, Julian's a rookie. I run more ATOs for him than almost anybody on their team because I feel that he's going to get a good look. And the great thing about Julian is if he doesn't have the shot, he can put the ball on the floor and get to the basket and shoot his floater. Peyton Watson, I mean, his confidence level, I think, from that, guarding KD, guarding De'Aaron Fox, guarding DeMar DeRozan, guarding Trae Young, he's like, man, coach trusts me to guard the other team's best player. And he closed last game against OKC. So I think they always believe in themselves, but I think they realize that, okay, confidence is the greatest gift I can give them. And by staying with them and not just pulling the plug, well, we're going to change course and do this. No, it's a long year, and you got to live with some of those growing pains that you're going to see with young players. But I just love they understand it starts on the defensive end with them. That ignites their offense. And then they've been doing a really good job of executing. And we haven't had those big drops where we take our starters out or Nikola out and it's all of a sudden a huge run. We've avoided that. And I think anytime you can win the non-Nikola minutes, that bodes well for our team.
Turnovers are something that you've had to talk about year over year here. This is your 6th game with fewer than 10 turnovers. You had 9 total last year, so you're on pace to blow those marks away last 2 seasons. What's been different? I know the continuity is easy here, but you talked about like just careless stuff in the past that doesn't seem to be happening. What is that difference with this group cutting down on those turnovers?
Yeah, it's really good, great question and good point. And I kind of go back to the playoffs last year because if you're looking at 20 playoff games, like from 82 regular season, Matt, our turnovers were egregious, and because we're a high volume passing team, you can turn it over more. And so we're giving up probably 17 to 18 points a night off turnovers. We got to the playoffs, man. We took care of the ball at a high level. That number went down from 18 a game off of our mistakes, probably to around 13, under 14. I know it doesn't sound a lot. That 4-point differential is huge. So I think we showed we could do it in the postseason when games mattered and every possession mattered. And for some reason, it's kind of carried through with how we're playing. And, Nikola and Jamal and Reggie are the guys that handle it the most. But they understand that we can't fuel other teams' break by costly mistakes, live ball turnovers that get them out and run. That's hard to stop teams when you're doing that. Sorry, Scott. I got to go.
We got
Sorry.
the ball ready. You're good. Go ahead.
You guys scored 40 in the second quarter. Joker didn't get a shot. You ever think you'd see your team score 40 points in a quarter? Nikola didn't even take a shot.
Yeah, it was. I was aware of that because I kept on asking, how many looks is Nikola getting? And you saw from the very first possession, we post Nikola up the first play of every game. I want to see how they're going to guard him. And first possession, right on the pass, they double him. So now you know he's not going to get the ball in the post. They're not going to let him play. So the fellas, that's great for everybody else. Space the floor correctly, screen the rotation in, be ready to shoot the ball. So every team has a choice to make. Are you going to guard him one-on-one, which we've seen quite a bit, or are you going to say it's not Nicola's night, we're going to make everybody else beat us? And, tonight, obviously, Nikola had a single triple, which we haven't seen very often. Kay, you like that? You're coming on the road with me, Katie. You're a fan. Happy holidays.